The
the
true
spotlight
highlights.
of Yuji Horii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Yuji Horii. He was born January 6th, 1954.
Oh, by the way, we're reading this specifically off a piece of paper.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have time to memorize things. So it's just going to have to be like this. Anyway, Yuji Horii, born January 6th, 1954. He was born to a family of glass artisans on Waiji. I'm sorry, I'm terrible.
Hold on, what is it? Okay, so it's
I'm going to probably butcher these, so I apologize in advance.
Awaji
Awaji.
Island of the Hyogo Prefecture. All right, okay. So helping in the family store during the summer when he was young, he alternated between wanting to be a cartoonist or a lawyer, deciding by high school that being working in manga was a more practical idea. No, fuck you. More practical idea than legal affairs. Horii's traveled to Tokyo during his third year, and in his own words, barged into the office of Go Nagi and requested to be made his assistant. After being politely turned down, the young Yuji considered his options and decided to circle of manga enthusiasts under the assumption that working a regular job and being an artist would be too difficult, and that being a student would allow him to draw as much as he liked.
After graduating high school, Horii applied for admittance in Waseda University in 1972. During his time at Waseda, I'm sorry if I'm butchering this, by the way, Horii would join the University of Kenkyu Kai, serving as an editor and writer for a biannual magazine called Waseda Man. That's interesting. During university festivals, he would help gather funds for the magazine by drawing street portraits for 50 yen.
You draw street portraits? That's
Apparently
pretty
so.
sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Are you pretty sure that they didn't have all clown hair and drive doom buggies?
Either way, that's
I
pretty
swear
cool.
every single person who I have met that was outside doing drawings has always tried to put somebody into a doom buggy.
Like caricatures.
The caricatures when they're driving. And
Literally every caricature I've ever seen has somebody on a skateboard. So
okay.
I guess it depends on the artist.
Due to the nationwide protests of students of 1972, as well as the murder of Dashiburo Kawaguchi, who I have no idea who that is. Maybe we should have looked this up. The administrative staff of Waseda effectively shut the campus down for an entire year. This abundance of free time allowed Horii to build stronger friendships with his classmates, many of whom would go on to enter the entertainment industry and hire him to write articles for their magazines.
It's like Persona 5 style.
Yeah.
He's building his friendship strength.
Yeah, he's building his social links.
Yep.
He would work as a professional freelance writer during his 6-year stay at Waseda, producing content for a variety of avenues such as a daily newspaper, Sakia Sports, and Kasura Bushi's Six's television program, Itzuzura Kamara di Daseniko. His focus on freelancing was also influenced by a serious motorcycle accident in his 4th year in college that ruptured several internal organs and prohibited anything more strenuous than operating a typewriter. It took him
Jeez.
6 months to recover.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
It's a hell of a wreck.
Yeah. I love his ambition in basically barging into the offices of saying, okay, just hire me as your assistant. And they were being nice and just, no. I would have kicked him out of that.
I will be your fucking assistant, okay?
I know, right? I want to get this man coffee every day. Every day. Tea and crumpets. In early 1981, Horii read an article in one of the magazines he wrote for that detailed the upcoming rise of microcomputer systems and how it expected to change daily life. He had considered himself very competent in mathematics. I've heard that he is very smart in math.
I could not consider myself competent in mathematics. So that's impressive.
He decided to end up buying one. After reaching the limits of the built-in word processing program, he began to explore capabilities of the machine, teaching himself as he went along. The idea of creating a game of this dawned on Horii as he played through the various bits of software that was available at the time. One of his
making a game of what?
He was trying to teach himself code by the free programs that was inside of there. There was free games.
So he
that
wanted
he
to
saw.
make a game out of learning how to code.
This man is a lifetime learner, it sounds like. He's always trying to push himself.
And such as an early Nobunachi's Ambition title and a licensed Star Trek game.
A licensed Star Trek game?
Yeah, I don't have any information on what game it might have been, but trust me, nobody's
Does it
played
say,
it.
Did it say like what the time frame was for this?
Around early 81, 82.
So pre-NES.
Yes.
A
Interesting.
pre-NES Star Trek game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Star Trek games are bad to begin with, but pre-Nintendo,
You know,
I
that's
don't even
true.
wanna
I
know.
don't think I've seen... Well, there was one, I think, that's supposed to be okay.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that.
The most realized of his early efforts of making game was Love Match Tennis. Sounds like my kind of game.
Love Match Tennis?
Yes.
What is that about?
I don't know.
Obviously tennis, but like, is it nude tennis?
No. Do you not know tennis?
What?
Do you not know tennis?
I know tennis.
Tennis
Okay.
the sport.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
It's a
tennis
sport.
like
Well, what's the
Tennis
love
shot.
match portion is what he's getting at.
love is the point counter before you actually are doing the matches.
Okay.
Before you start scoring points for the first one to come to 7, you do 10, 20, and 40 love.
Okay. It sounded like a
then
dating sim to me. That's why I was confused.
That is what it sounded like to me too.
Yeah, I could see that. And it's from Japan, so
Yeah.
every single...
It was questionable.
We just needed to clarify that.
Yeah. Which Horii would enter into the Enix-sponsored programming contest he was reporting on in 1982. Which he could have easily had a reporter bias like we do nowadays, and, oh, this game's tremendous, it's only the best. And he's the one who made it. And he's the one reporting on the news article.
Yeah. This game is the greatest game of all time.
Live from Washington Post, this is the best game. I'm not doing any fact-checking, but it is. Much to his surprise, he discovered he won second place when he arrived to report at the awards ceremony. It was there that he met Koichi Nakamura,
Dun, dun, dun.
founder and current president of Chunsoft, whose door-door...
Chunsoft.
Yeah, Chunsoft. Chunky Soft.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but
It sounds like a knockoff brand name for the chunky soup.
Chunsoft.
Yeah,
I guess.
the Chunky Bowl commercials, yeah. The game called Door Door had won first place. The two became fast friends and decided to work together in the growing world of entertainment software. Horii's first success at Enix was the Portapoya serial murder case, which I will give a shot. It seems pretty cool, so one of these days I'll play it. A screen-by-screen adventure game that tasks the player with unraveling the mysterious circumstances of a violent murder in an eponymous seaside town. The title proved to be a watershed moment for the young Horii, gathering him well-respected Enix and strengthening his relationship with Nakamura.
Well, that took a dark turn.
What do you mean?
The story.
Oh, yeah. In 1983, Enix sent Horii and Nakamura to Applefest.
There we go. That's
Applefest?
better.
Applefest.
That's more cheerful.
A trade show hosted by Apple Computers in San Francisco that allowed attendees to sample new business software.
Okay, that makes more sense because I was thinking like a apple orchard.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Why?
So I should have probably went Apple Copyright Fest.
We're not on the same page here.
No, that was, I was like, why would they go to an orchard?
Because
Like,
I thought the same thing. That's why I was like, oh, that's cheerful.
Okay.
It was here that Horii encountered his first RPG wizardry. Having never encountered a game like this before, where success depended on strategy and thorough planning rather than quick reflexes, Horii became enamored with the seemingly endless mysteries of the game that he had purchased it on the Apple II immediately upon his return to Japan, just to play the game. That's a console seller, right? That's what we call
Apparently.
a console seller.
Well, it was.
Gotta play that wizardry now. Apparently, it's great.
Yeah, on the Switch.
Yeah, on the Switch.
On the Switch. I don't know. Are you sure it can run full graphics of wizardry on the Switch? I seen its specs, man.
I don't know.
Well,
they should try either way. I need
it'll
more
take a
games
lot
to
of
play.
coding and a lot of downgrading in the frames per second. I'm not sure if it'll even go 60 frames per second.
Well, Mario Odyssey does. So hopefully other games are capable.
In 1985, Portapoyo was ported to the Famicom, greatly improving the machine's software library from a handful of obtuse titles. This porting success gained Horii further recognition among the gaming community, prompting him to be inaugurated in Weekly Shonen Jump's Famicom Kamiken periodical. This bi-monthly article was on current games and trends. When Horii sent in his own article, he was quickly hired as a staff writer. I don't know about that.
That's interesting.
That is.
Here's my opinion of the games. Oh, you get a job.
Right.
That would be great to happen to me.
Yeah,
You know, just
we
be
would
like-
all be employed and
Just tell everybody how I feel about Bounty Hunter, and then I immediately get a
I
job.
think he got the job because he made his own game. That's what I'm
Yeah, I
getting here.
guess.
Like, oh, well, I made a game. Well, you get a job here at IGN. Was the game good? Doesn't matter. You get a job
it
at
was a piece of
IGN.
shit, but, you know.
From this connection, Horii would put his college education to good use and use his writing skills to various mangakai in the magazine as he worked on his games, eventually meeting acclaimed artist Akira Toriyama at that Shonen Jump New Year's party.
Oh, man. It begins.
So it's
on the new year too. That's
the
awesome.
big three.
Together.
Because of this meeting.
Yeah, I know,
This
and it's been the
fateful meeting.
same big three throughout the entire series.
Well, they did basically create every RPG after the first Dragon Quest because of the influence that it had.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm
yeah.
seeing. I see Phantasy Star branching out and doing a lot more different things, but I do need to get into Phantasy Star to see a
Phantasy
lot more.
Star
Was
is
doing
hard
a lot
to
of different
play.
things. But it's different. It's not like
Oh, I know. I've played it before. It is very different.
yeah.
Oh, hi there. I hope you enjoyed this clip from Puff Puff Hour, a Dragon Quest podcast. If you happen to like what you see, you should subscribe. We have full podcast episodes detailing the main series of Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Oh yeah, and if you like the content, you should check out our other shows from All Out Geekdom Entertainment. We have Nude Clan and Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Or, Dragon Quest.